Okay, good morning. Just an update. This is my day 30, or about a month into the last time I took Paxil. Um, Maybe not even that far yet. You lose track of time. I'm not good at keeping track of time. The last time I did something, especially with this. Now, I wanted to say that I did have a couple of good days. I did, where I was somewhat productive, and I was able to, be okay and have minimal withdrawal symptoms from the Paxil. It lasted about 2 days, and then shit hit the fan. Now, what happened was, basically what happened was there was 2 issues that I've dealt with in like the last 4 days, and those issues were relatively traumatic to me. There was a lot of betrayal. A lot of people were hurt. There were my friends and family, or a lot of things were jeopardized. Nearly ripped a lot of close people apart, and it had to do with somebody being really, really vindictive over something very trivial. And it started with a text message that was sent to me. And being in the state of mind I was in, I did not take that text message lightly. In fact, it had a huge accusation behind it, and it was an accusation of betrayal to me, so I just didn't do very well with it. And then to find out later it was a lie to get even at that other person. And in the process, it hurt a lot of other people, and it still causes damage. It pretty much ruined plans for the holidays. There's no going around about it. And I've determined that when you're trying to fight depression in general, and dealing with something like Paxil withdrawals that kind of makes depression happen, that it's probably best that you eliminate negativity in your life as much as possible. Negative people, negative stressors, anything that causes you to feel negative, toss it to the side if you can. Get rid of it. That isn't easy to do, and I would say that maybe the last 3 days prior to me making this update have been 3 of the most difficult days of my life. Depression hurts. It hurts a lot, and I never experienced that before. You know, I wasn't on Paxil for depression. I was put on Paxil for one anxiety attack I had. That was a major anxiety attack due to being overly busy. Now I have experienced depression because of an antidepressant, as ironic as that is, and we're coming off of it. And I know it's not easy, so to combat depression, my advice would be to eliminate negativity in your life. Another thing is probably not doing what I did, and what I did was I basically pulled up a playlist of music that took me back to another place in time. It made me really nostalgic for who I used to be, the person I used to be. Parts of myself that are gone, that I miss, that it seems like doesn't exist anymore. It realized that I, went down a wrong path, and I'm not exactly sure yet how to come back from that. And so, as a result, I'm going to show you something that happened. And, well, I'll go ahead and show you. Basically, what happened was this. This is my door to my woman's cave in my garage. Those are song lyrics, mixed up, of course, so you probably wouldn't be able to identify many of the songs, or you may, I don't know. But, yeah, it's a mess. I don't even know how well you could see it, because I can't see what you're seeing at the moment. But anyway, it wasn't pleasant. I mean, it was in a way therapeutic for a couple of minutes, and then it just kind of went haywire. And another thing you could do to kind of fight depression is to listen to positive music. It makes you feel good. I don't know. I do think that comedy is great. I found a couple of other YouTube channels that I really enjoy, and it's like they're stupid funny. They're dumb. You know, they're not big channels. They're like individual people who probably don't have a lot of followers, or they have a semi-medium, you know, they haven't exploded or anything, but they're really funny. One of them is actually, well, I don't know, I'll try and put a link in. If I can't, then I'll put it in the comment section or something, or the description. Some of the YouTube channels that I've watched and actually really enjoy. So that, I think, helps, is to watch stuff like that. And I mean, or videos like that. Yeah, I'll put some videos. Anyway, my sense of humor probably isn't the same as others. I guess some other things that you could do that I have not done is get out into the sun. I haven't left the house. I don't want to leave the house. I have no motivation to leave the house. I just don't care. And I'm going to try to fight that, because I want to be able to give good advice that works. You know, instead of just making, you know, just, you know, I don't know. I haven't left the house. It's not been a motivation of mine, and it's near Christmas and everything, and I have no desire to go anywhere. And some other things is basically, you know, if you can leave the house, again, express yourself if you can. I would probably, you know, stick with everything else I mentioned in previous videos if you've seen the vitamins, and, you know, dietary changes and stuff like that, and definitely staying away from negativity. I can't stress that enough, because that was nearly enough to throw me over the edge. It's a headache. You don't need it right now, and unfortunately, for the first time in my life, I feel like I've almost got to be a little bit selfish. You know, if that means barricading myself in a stinking room to avoid things that, and triggers and stuff like that, this is going to bring me down and stress, then I'm going to do it. And unfortunately, that's probably going to be how it's going to be for a couple days. And I don't even know if that's going to work out for me. But it could. It may make it worse. I don't know yet. I have no idea. So, yeah. Basically, to combat depression, I would say the best thing to do is to try and connect with things you enjoy, you know, like, I can't really say that it's that easy to do, because, like, you know, I have my guitar and everything, and I want to play, and I don't. You know, I used to love to paint, and I have an easel. I don't have any paint anymore, but I do have an easel, and I could acquire paint if I needed to, and I haven't, you know. The closest thing I've done to something I enjoy is listening to music that, I don't even know if it did me justice, or if it just made my wall really messy. And it doesn't bother me the way it looks, so whatever. I do think comedy is important. So, like I said, I'm going to include a couple of, you know, videos that I like in the description. And, again, I might not have the same sense of humor as other people do. Like, mine's kind of weird. I like stupid, funny things. And, I don't know. Good luck to everybody. I'm going to try really hard to make a post right now about something other than this topic, because I think that might help too. It might not, but I'm going to try and bring up something that I'm passionate about, or had been passionate about at one point in time, where I don't really feel connected to it right now. I'm going to try to reconnect to that, because it was something that meant a lot to me at one point in time. And I'm going to try and post about that. And, so, yep. So I'm going to try and go ahead and do that now. And thank you for watching. And if anybody out there, you know, has tips even, I'm welcome with that. Or suggestions, or need someone to talk to even. You know, I know this hurts. So I wish you well, and good luck on you know, getting better, and be nice to you, as someone told me. Thank you for watching.